IT and I'm a DevOps engineer for almost 3 years now. I'll say more than 3 years because I was working low key before getting full-time job and all of that. So I've been in the industry for like 3-4 years now. And it's my pleasure to be with you all. Hope you're doing fine. Welcome to the field. Welcome to the IT world, the ever-changing world, the ever-growing world. It's a nice, it's a wonderful, wonderful career to be in if you're somebody who is dedicated, if you want to get something out of it, if you're serious, if there's any out of seriousness in you, it's a wonderful career. The world is, I could say, it's an IT world moving forward. It has been for decades, but it's even more true now. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all to DevOps, to welcome you all to Lion Tech. Um, you know, that's it. Prof, I always like when if you have a question, then I answer because I don't want to just
Yeah.
speak
Okay.
all over things. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, but I guess most of them, by the way, let me unmute everybody, so they can ask questions if they have questions. But most of them might just want to know, what has a journey been? Did you have any IT background before you got into IT? Like, what was your background before? Because I remember somebody was asking yesterday, oh, is this going to be all about programming, right, and all of that?
Right.
So yes, so I mean, if you can throw more light on that, I think that's going to probably answer a lot of questions. But now your mics and your videos have been allowed. So if you want to turn on your video, feel free to turn on your video. And if you want to turn on your mic, also you can also turn on your mic. Yeah, for sure. But you can just go ahead, Joyce, and explain. I mean, what were you doing before? And yeah.
Thank you very much, Prof. So what was I doing before? I was maybe start from secondary school. Back in secondary school, I used to be like a science student. And then when I got to the university, I went into law. So I'll say my background was law. I had a law degree before moving to Canada, and I was already working on getting into a law school here in Canada, like getting to like, a couple of exams I had to write. I already paid for some of those exams. I was already taking classes, and at that time, I think I just realized it was going to be a long ladder to climb. Trust me, like to become a lawyer here in Canada, I knew that I had to do a lot of studies. I had to spend a lot of money. I had to spend a lot of time articling and stuff. And I saw people who had gone ahead of me. It was nice, but I didn't want to go that route. So I had an open mind. I was thinking of something I could do quick, like I always said, something I could do because to have a degree or to finish up with the law, I needed like 2-3 years before I could, get even $1 from the law field. So I wanted something that I could do quick and something that I didn't need to spend so much money. And so that was how I got to know about DevOps. And trust me, I didn't know anything about IT. When I heard about IT, I thought IT was mathematics, and I did not like math, although I was a science student. So I thought IT was mathematics. I had a lot of myths or misconceptions about IT in my mind. And when this person told me about DevOps, I was hearing about DevOps for the first time. And at that time, she was working as a DevOps engineer. She was doing two jobs. She's a mother of 5 kids, and she had a little child at that time. So I was like, this is interesting because I equally had a baby at that time. So I was actually I was doing my maternity leave. So I was looking for what I could do during that leave, so that after my leave, I'll not go back to my customer service job because I was working as a customer service at that time just to get money while pursuing my legal career, my legal journey. So I had a job as a customer service working from home. So during my maternity leave, because in Canada you have 1 year maternity leave. So I asked myself, what can I do during this maternity leave so that I don't go back to this customer service job? And definitely not law, because law was going to be a longer process. So when I heard about DevOps, I did not hesitate. I got into it. So at that time I had a newborn. So I had people in my class who did, who did 5 months and they had their job. Some people did 4 months, 6 months, and they had a job. But I had a baby, so I took I think 7 to 8 months, and I had my job, my first DevOps job, and I've kept the job up to date. So I didn't have any IT background. I've never thought of of IT. Never, 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 never. My background was law and maybe other things, but nothing IT.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. Okay, that's good. I don't know if anyone has a question. You can put in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask a question. Joyce is here. She too was encouraged like this, when she was, about to start this journey. She had misconceptions. Like some of you asked this today, does this have to do with programming? Will I have to code? Will I have to do this, right? So these are people that are in the field. They are working day in, day out, and they can tell you a lot of things. So maybe you can even ask her, okay, Joyce, how is your day-to-day like at work as a DevOps engineer? When you started your work, like the first 2 months, how was it like?
So I would just like to throw this in, like you use the word encouragement or motivation. It's not like I'm trying to. I'm not marketing here. No, I'm just trying to tell you, what somebody told me. The lady who inspired me, I'll use the word inspired. There's one thing she said that stuck with me. She said nobody was born an engineer, nobody was born a pilot, nobody was born, you know, a teacher or whatever, or even a mother or a husband or a wife. We all learn to become those things. So you are not a DevOps engineer, but you can train to become a DevOps engineer. All you need is a mind that is ready to learn. You must have, first of all, an open mind, and you must be ready to put in the work to study, because what you study is what is that is the, like I said, knowledge is power. Is a power of the knowledge you acquire as you're here in class, that gives you that courage to meet with recruiters, right? Because they deal with these things. You don't need, I don't have a certificate. You don't need a certificate. You just need to study, do your projects. When I say projects, like workshop, like whatever they teach you, they actually try to do a hands-on practice, and you master it. You master the knowledge. You master the explanation. When you're done, your CV is prepared. You're listed on LinkedIn. Recruiters get to you. You go for interviews. You nail the interview, and there you are. You have a role as a DevOps engineer, a cloud engineer, because what they teach you is so broad. Every tool in itself, it's actually a career path. So you're going to be taught lots of things. It has to do with tools like Terraform, tools like Ansible, tools like the cloud itself, AWS cloud. Just having a mastery of the cloud is already an open door for jobs. You can be a solutions architect. You can be anything. When you have knowledge of the cloud, and then if you master those tools like Terraform, which is like infrastructure automation, you're open to having jobs just with that. So the 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 possibilities are endless, but you need a foundation. So this is like a foundation to launch you into the IT field, because even when you start working, you start seeing how dynamic it is. Yeah, environment changes, you have new clients, you have new technologies, and even the old technologies are being upgraded, processes are changed. So you just have to have an open mind and be ready to learn. You enjoy the process, you enjoy the money, you enjoy the freedom. You can travel, because I work from home. I can travel, I can do anything. All I need is to pack my bag, my computer, and off I'm gone. Except it's a country where they don't have this, they don't share the same security, security things with the company where I work with, because some countries have their privacy and all of that. But if it's a country where they have security, friendliness, with you don't have any issue, just tell them that you'll be going somewhere else, and off you have the VPN, you connect to your workspace, and you're working and you're doing many other things. I don't know if you could hear my baby talking in the background. Sometimes I'm working, I'm cooking, sometimes I'm working, I'm doing one thing or the other, because I have that liberty, I have that freedom. And mind you, even if I had finished the law, I will not even have earned be able to earn half of what I'm earning as a DevOps engineer, because those who really earn the big thing in law are those who have been lawyers for long, who have had, victory with high profile cases and stuff. So I didn't have to go all the whole route with the law thing. I didn't have to leave my family to go out, running helter skelter in the winter and stuff. From the comfort of my home, I do my work, and it's wonderful. And that's what I would like for every one of you who is here. I hope, I don't know what your expectations are, but I'm just giving you a few, I don't know if the word advantage is a good word, but just giving you a few advantages of what you stand to get when you get into this field, and you're giving your best, because of course you have to do the work, you have to study. But it's not anything. If we, some of us from Africa, we know our system of education in Africa is very tedious. You study a lot of things that you don't even need, a lot of archaic things. So if you're able to breach that, if you're able to succeed and have like your A levels, your jam, and all of those things, then you are able to do the DevOps. It's not rocket science like somebody will say. It's very practical, it's very tangible. It's not like physics where you are doing something, you're swinging the pendulum and you don't know what's the probability for the pendulum to go up and come down. This one, you run the commands and you see what is giving you. You run the commands, you see the error message, and you're able to go in what is happening. You're able to, troubleshoot the error message to understand what is wrong. So you are able to leave what you work. It's not boring. Sometimes you just start laughing because you might make an error and you're troubleshooting up and down, and maybe it was just a spelling error or just a spacing error. You can take the whole day and then you're like, oh, so it was just an issue of maybe a spelling error or a dot, or maybe what. It just makes you to be calm. You have to be calm, look at things, where what is happening, what did I type, what did I get, what did I miss. That is it. And you're good. YouTube is your best friend. Google is your best friend when you're working, because you have people who have done the same thing when they were working and they had the same error messages, and they had, they publish it on Google. People who have ideas and bring it, and okay, in this case, this is what you do. So you're good. It's a wonderful, you don't need to create anything from somewhere. Everything is available. That's what I mean. There's documentation for whatever tool you're going to be taught. The founders or the owners of those tools themselves will give you ample
All
documentation.
right. Okay.
I'm
Thank
sorry, I can just go on and on.
you. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Let's
you're
hear
welcome.
from one of our other students who is also now working in the field. Uh her name is Funmilola. She's Nigerian. I'll tell you her story. She couldn't come in to talk with us, but she gave us the permission to play, her testimony. She too came in from a non-IT background. She was a nurse, right? And she's in Texas. And I'll just play part of her testimony. It's very long, but we don't have all the time. But I'll just, skip part, and just see how it goes. Okay. Okay.
There's no sound. I don't know, Prof. We cannot get the sound.
Hold on. Okay.
Cannot get the sound. Yeah.
So, uh, how about now?
No,
How about now? Let me now.
no. I can get only you, but not the video you're playing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm sharing the video. The video is being shared. Include
Oh,
computer sound. Oh yeah. Wait, was that only? Is that only him, or that's the same for everybody? Okay, maybe I'll share the testimony as a YouTube video. I'll put it on YouTube and then I'll share. Is that for everybody?
okay. That will be better. It'll be good.
Okay, send me. Okay, that's fine. So don't worry. We'll put it. We are going to upload it on the